Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about buying a used car. And I will be specifically talking to you about 6 questions that you should ask the private seller before actually buying the used car. The answers to these questions will help you to understand what you are getting yourself into with regards to buying that specific car. So I would highly recommend asking these questions and getting as many answers to them as you can, because it will help you to make the most educated purchase. Let's get right to it. How many kilometers or miles are on the car? Now, cars with higher mileage generally require more maintenance, and more things are prone to go wrong in those cars with higher mileage. And cars with lower mileage are generally less prone to problems and don't require nearly as much maintenance. So it will allow you to understand what you are getting yourself into after you purchase the used car, if there will be a lot of additional costs for maintenance and things, unexpected, unforeseen circumstances of parts breaking and so forth. Also, if the car has an unusually amount of high or low kilometers or miles on it, you might want to ask the private seller why the kilometers or miles are unusually high or unusually low. Are you the original owner? Now, someone that has taken care of a car for 7 years or 8 years or 10 years has likely taken really good care of that car because it was a large part of their life. So if you are buying a car that is more than 5 years old and the person that is selling it is the original owner, then you know there is a good chance that they have taken care of the car. On the other hand, if you are buying a car that is 2 or 3 years old and the person that you are purchasing it from is not the original owner, then you might want to ask some questions, because that car has already been sold and it has already passed through multiple owners and it is only a few years old. So it is a really good idea to find out if the person that is selling you the car is the original owner and compare that answer to the age of the car. Do you have the service and maintenance records? Now, oftentimes people that are selling cars will say that they did this and they did that and they replaced this and replaced that, but unless you can actually see that the part has been replaced, or you can verify that the part has been replaced via a mechanic, then you should definitely look for the service or maintenance record or a receipt to prove that they have actually replaced the engine part or the component of the car. Many times I have seen someone saying that they replaced the engine, that they rebuilt the engine at 240,000 kilometers, and the odometer is reading 300 and something thousand kilometers, but there's no maintenance record of that engine replacement. And when I look at the engine, it doesn't look like it has been rebuilt or replaced. So I always ask for maintenance and service records, or do a visual inspection of the actual parts and components of the car to verify that what the owner of the car, what the private seller of the car is saying is true. Can I take it for a test drive? You are definitely going to want to take the car for a test drive, because it will really allow you to understand if there is anything wrong with it that is significant enough to either make noise or affect the driving capability or the general driving smoothness of the car. And you can look at a car and everything can look fine, but when you actually take the car for a test drive, many things can be signals that something is wrong with the car. So it's a really good idea to ask if you can take the car for a test drive and to actually take the car for a test drive, because it will really allow you to see or to feel the things that you cannot see when you simply look at the car. Why are you selling the vehicle? Now, the owner may or may not be truthful with you. For instance, the owner may be selling the vehicle because he or she has been encountering a lot of problems with that specific vehicle. It might be, quote unquote, a lemon, according to car terminology. But they may or may not tell you that. But it is a really good idea to ask that question, because they might give you a legitimate reason, like they are moving to a different state or to a different country or city, or they simply want to upgrade to a bigger vehicle. So it's a good idea to ask that question of, why are you selling the vehicle? Because if they are honest with you, it will allow you to get some good reasoning behind the sale, and depending on the reasoning, you might even be able to bargain a lower price. Because if they are selling the vehicle because they are moving in a week and they have to get rid of the vehicle within 5 or 6 days, then you know that if you wait 3 or 4 days and the vehicle has not been sold, then you can offer them a lower price, and they are more likely to give you that vehicle or to actually go through with the sale at that lower price, because they need to get rid of that vehicle almost immediately. Has it been involved in any accidents? Now, a car that has been involved in an accident should really be looked at, because there can be plenty of things wrong with that car that are hidden beneath the hood and beneath the fenders and body panels of the car. So it is a really good idea to take an extremely good look at the vehicle if the owner tells you that it has been involved in an accident. And even if they tell you that it has not been involved in an accident, you should definitely do some research and take the appropriate measures to try and find out if it actually has or has not been involved in any accidents. And those are the 6 questions that you should ask a private seller when you are buying a used vehicle. Getting answers to those questions is absolutely crucial, because the answers to those questions will allow you to make the most educated purchase and sort of get an awesome deal on the car and get an awesome car, and avoid purchasing any lemons. Because when you are purchasing a used vehicle, let's face it, the truth is that the car can look good, it can feel good, and it can definitely be a lemon. But if you ask these questions and get the answers to these questions, then you are reducing your chances of purchasing a lemon or being unsatisfied with your purchase. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.